What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest my money in the market. And I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that were given to me, make the community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day, multiple times a day. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We did have quite a few new people join. We're currently sitting about 57 strong. So Dave, Ricardo, Amit, Iodel, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, my friend, Jaden, Mecca, Ridgeway, Alec, Arthur. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot to me to have your support. Oh man, I gotta let out a burp. I was just drinking some Diet Dew. They will have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. If you're interested in joining, there is a link in the description box down below. Now we're gonna be giving an update on ticker symbol JAGX, Jaguar Health Incorporated. I brought this to everybody's radar. It probably would have been about 4 or 5 days ago, back when it was about 80 cents. And we made a killing off this, guys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got in right around here, right? And if you got in when I gave you a price alert and said, hey, if you buy this between 80 cents to $1, you're gonna make off like a bandit. You're doing real nice right now if you're still holding. And I will be transparent, and I'll show you that I do have a position in JAGX. I got in at $1.13 with 900 shares, and I am currently sitting up 253% at $2,500. So it's been a beautiful stock, and it's not quite dried up yet. There's still more to come. So we're going to talk about what we should be expecting on Monday, as well as how to prepare for the next trading day, when you should sell out of the stock as a swing or day trader, unless you're a mid to long-term investor, in which case, you do what you want to do. But I presented this as a day or swing trade, so that is how I'm going to close it off as. So we'll look at some different indicators here. I've got support and resistance levels marked. I've got some different patterns that we're seeing on the charts that we'll talk about. I've got the RSI indicator pulled up, the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. I do have the 200 period EMA, the exponential moving average, pulled up, and this is a 200-day average trend line valuation on the price action over a 200-day period. And then we have the 20-day VWMA, the volume adjusted moving average, which is a 20-day volume adjusted trend line that just takes into consideration how much volume a stock is seeing. And then we'll talk about a couple different contact points, look at this from a macroscopic and a microscopic point of view, and discuss the overall volume that we're looking at on the stock. But if you are not familiar with what JAGX is, we'll just give you a quick rundown if you're new to the channel. Jaguar Health is a commercial stage pharmaceuticals company which engages in the development of gastrointestinal products. Its products include Canalevia, Equilevia, and Neonorm. It operates through the human health and animal health segments. The human health segment manufactures human products in the ongoing advertising of Mytesi, which is used for the symptomatic relief of non-infectious diarrhea in adults with HIV or AIDS on antiretroviral therapy. So this is one of the biopharmaceutical companies that have been popping off like like nuts. And let me tell you what, biopharmaceutical companies right now are so freaking hot. I laughed pretty hard. There was I think his name was Peter. Peter, one of my subscribers, commented on one of my videos and said I gotta wear welding gloves because the biopharmaceutical companies sectors are so hot right now, and that made me laugh. I actually laughed out loud reading that. So Peter, congrats man. That was some good stuff. You deserve 500,000 likes on that comment. Another thing to note for Monday. Now, this is why I'm holding this as a swing trade, and this is the reason, if you're not familiar with why the stock is running up, and this is right here. So JAGX conference Monday to announce cancer treatments and HIV COVID diarrhea medication, and there's also talks of this getting merged with a SPAC, which should turn this into a pretty large runner. I don't know if I quite believe $10, but I do believe that a price upgrade is due on this stock. I had said, I think this is going to hit $5, and I am going to raise the mistakes there, and we'll get into that once we get back to the charts. But just so you know, we do have the Monday as the timeline on the conference. Now, I haven't seen any exact dates. I've been Googling and I've been looking as much as I can. There's nothing up on their website regarding the time that the conference is. All that I know is it is on Monday. So what to be watching for on the charts so that you know when to get out is going to be a huge pullback, right? So similar to probably something like this, large pullback, or like this, huge pullback, right? I don't know how harsh the correction is going to be. You know, historically speaking, if we look here, you can see that the RSI indicator tends to hold up pretty well when we have some really steep purchasing, you know, correcting to the high 30s or low 40s. And it seems to do that here, seems to do that here. So it should hold up pretty well, just historically speaking, looking at the trends. But you should see a pretty large pullback. And I'm talking like, you know, $3 down to almost $2. Except this time it's going to be, maybe we hit $6 and we're pulling back to $4.50. You're going to want to get out when that's happening. Lock in profits, right? And I will update as I do know what's happening on Monday with the stock. But with that being said, let's just take a look at the technicals, and we'll give you more information as it does come in. But that is the current date on the webinar is Monday. I do not know the time. If anybody does know the time, they can drop it in the comment section, and that does help out the community immensely. I do thank you a lot, but I can't find the exact time on the internet. So we do currently have support at $1.29, which seems completely obsolete at this point, but we'll mark it anyways. $1.64. Followed by $1.91, and then we do have another support line at $2.12, $2.50, $2.99, and $3.15. And we are currently trading just under $4. We did touch $4 and 44 or 45 cents here. Oh man, that is so filthy, guys. Oh man, I just feel like what's happening in the market right now is very atypical. You don't usually see runners like this where they're going up 300, 400, 500% in a matter of 5 days, and we've been able to get in on a couple of them, guys. So pat yourself on the back and pop a couple whiskey bottles in the comment section if you're feeling good about money this week. Yeah, so these are the current levels of support. Overlying theme of resistance is going to be right around here, sitting at $4.45. RSI indicator, as we discussed, is looking pretty good. It's overbought at the moment, just a hair under 70. The corrections aren't typically too harsh. However, I do anticipate Monday we are going to remain in overbought territory just based on what we know is coming, the upcoming news catalyst. It's probably going to be looking very similar to what we see here, right? So just expect that. The 200 EMA and the 20-day VWMA, we do have a contact point right here between the two. And anytime that we do have this contact point between the VWMA and the 200 period EMA, and the VWMA comes out on top, that is an extremely bullish indicator. And if you had gotten in right here, right, when that happened at 41 cents, and you rode it all the way until now, I don't know what, I think that's a 1,000% increase. So you'd be sitting very, very nice right now at $4. So that's a huge bullish indicator that we're looking for, right? And the larger the gap between the 200 EMA and the 20 period VWMA, the better off this stock is looking, and it's looking really solid right now. We've got a huge gap up between the EMA and the 200 period volume adjusted moving average. So that's looking nice. The volume is picking up every single day. It's gaining traction. It's doing absolutely filthy numbers right now, and I don't even think that's anything compared to what we're going to see on Monday, guys, because look at this. When we thought the merger was going to happen on this day, right, this would have been this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. There was rumors of this happening on Monday or Tuesday, and when they announced that they weren't going to be doing it on that specific day, the volume dropped, people sold out, and look at this, climbing back up very slowly. Monday is the next merger day, and the volume is going to approach very, very similar levels, I think. So be watching for that. With the increase in volume is going to come an increase in extreme volatility. So it's risky if you're not already in this play and you get in now. That is extreme chasing. I'm not going to deter you. Make your own financial decisions, but just know that you are playing in a very hot kitchen. That's it's going to be easy to get burned. So make sure that you try and get in on a pullback if you can. Make sure you have a stop loss set if if you buy in, too late on the day on Monday, and just be very careful. I just don't want you guys getting burned. So we do have a couple of very bullish indicators that I wanted to point out to you. We do have a pretty nice looking bullish flag. You can see right here we've got a pole, right? This huge long run up right here is the pole connecting to the flag. And then this right here, the high point, the low point, forming a nice looking bullish flag, evening out really, really nice. And you can see when this did play out, what it does is it tightens up that price action. And when the price action tightens up and breaks over this trend line, explosive movements happen. And look, guys, that exact same thing is playing out again. Doesn't this look familiar? Doesn't this look familiar? Doesn't this look familiar? It's the same thing. I'm telling you. The same thing's going to happen. We've got the flag pole right here, the tightening up, the wind up, and then we've got the flag, right? We're tightening up that price action. The zone's getting smaller and smaller. We're compressing. There's buying pressure, extreme amount of buying pressure. And it's only a matter of time until that passes over this trend line. And when it goes over that trend line, guys, this is going to explode. This is going to absolutely blow up. I previously had a price target of $5 on this, but we nearly touched $5 on Friday. I would not be surprised whatsoever to see $6 to $7 on JAGX at some point in the day on Monday, especially if that merger is announced. Guys, the amount of FOMO and hype is going to be so unreal. I'm telling you right now. People are going to see that there was a merger or a SPAC, that is in the talks that did get passed. They're going to look at the stock. They're going to see it's run up over 1,000% in 2 weeks, and they're gonna say, "Oh man, I missed out, but I want to get in anyways." And bam, 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 it's gonna roll. So I'm very excited to see where this is gonna go. Of course, we are currently sitting very nice at trades, and if you guys did get in at 80 cents like I recommended, you're up even better margin than I am. I got in a little bit late at $1.13, but we're sitting really nice. Some of you guys are up over 300% right now, and if it doesn't hit $5 or $6, we've got nothing to complain about whatsoever, nothing at all. So that's just the current price target that I have for this. As far as day or swing trading goes, I would not go against the grain here. You are going to be playing with fire per se, but we do have support sitting at 345, 381, and then current resistance levels at 419 and 445. I think your best bet for a day or a swing trade on this is going to be looking for a pullback into that 381 to 345 range. I find it unlikely that you're going to see some price action in there on Monday. I think the pre-market's going to be pretty hot, and you're probably going to see a pretty steep climb already on Monday because people are going to hop into this thing like you would not believe. The volume's going to be insane. The hype is going to be insane. But if you can get into this anywhere around 381 or honestly under $4, I do think you're going to make off pretty well. But just be warned that this is risky, and penny stocks can tank at any time, right? JAGX did state publicly that they aren't, considering a share offering. So that is something to keep in the back of your mind. But there are times when companies will say, "Hey, we're not going to do a share offering," when the stock is $1, and then the stock reaches $5, and all of a sudden they're doing a share offering. So just make sure that you're careful. I know that they publicly stated they're not going to, but I just want you guys to know the risks that are involved with playing with a penny stock. So hopping in around 381, you'd be sitting pretty well. I think we're going to surpass this 445 very easily. Like I said, I can see this hitting $6 or $7 by the end of the day on Monday, or whenever that conference in which they announced their merger is announced. Here, what I'm doing is buying the hype and selling the news. So once I hear the news is out, I am going to watch the stock very closely, and I'm going to look for a pullback. And when that pullback happens, I'm done. I'm gonna ride the wave all the way up, and then I'm just gonna get out. So that is what I have on the update for JAGX. I hope that answered any questions you guys have on how to play this. Like I said, if you're swing trading this with me and you got in around 80 cents to $1, Monday is the last day that I plan on holding this, and I would recommend that if you are a day or swing trader, not a mid to long-term investor, that you do the same. So Monday Monday is the day I'm getting out, and we'll look at this again in the future when we do have a hard merger date. This is possible to play off as a mid to long-term investment when we do have that merger date out. So we might look at this again in the future. Thank you for watching the video. It really does help support the channel. Consider liking this. I really do appreciate that, and subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. And lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership fee for, and it is highly what I attribute going from 0 to 3,000 subscribers in 22 days to. And if you're a content creator or are looking to become one, I could not recommend this highly enough. It really helps get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you use my link, I will receive a commission, so it's a great way to support the channel. If you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support and giving me your time. So thank you for watching the video today, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.